think the parents of high schoolers know how bad vape culture is?
The vaping culture?
Yeah, because it's such like a
epidemic.
it's mainstream now that
everybody or a lot of teenagers are doing it.
You can get them in so many different shapes and forms and pens and things of that nature. They're easy to hide. They can dissipate within milliseconds, let's say, within seconds. You know, are our parents aware of the vaping culture? It's not a problem in St. Joseph High School alone. This is a problem at Lakeshore High School, other schools in the county. I'm part of a monthly assistant principals meeting that takes place with Barry and Risa. Okay, and there's other assistant principals. You know what? One of the number one problems that was brought up by people that have jobs like me, vaping, right? So it's on the radar. And do parents know about it? That's why we have Mr. Bloomgren's weekly blog. We have the Vaping Awareness Education Week, this week in particular. That was in the blog. We have information in the bathrooms. You probably have seen those this week already, right? On the doors, on the stall doors. So we are here to educate, and that's what this vaping awareness is all about.
What is the school's most efficient way in stopping kids from vaping, especially like in school?
Our biggest pro-action piece is we want to be an education piece.
Because it's Vape Awareness Week or
Correct.
whatever. What does that exactly mean? Like, what is that entitled?
It's a group of staff members in the building, counselors, administrators, teachers, that said, look, we need to focus on vapes and the dangers of vaping for 1 week. But it doesn't stop on Friday. We need to continue to have discussions. Students need to be aware of the handbook and the consequences, and I think parents need to know about that too. Sometimes, parents find out after a student's already been caught. And, we're just trying to do the best we can.
What are the specific rules in our handbook about e-cigarettes and vapes?
Okay, the FDA has classified vaping under a tobacco product. Okay, so in our handbook, a vape is considered a tobacco product, so therefore first offense would be a 3-day out of school suspension. Gets a little tricky, okay, because if you're a student that has no discipline background, if I look at your log entry, you've never had a discipline log, then the state of Michigan makes you go through 7 mandatory factors. How old are you? How many problems have you had in the past? So then you could take that 3-day and reduce it. Okay. Second time would be a 5-day out of school suspension. If it goes beyond that, we would probably have to, come up with another measure like procedures for substance abuse problems. Okay. Maybe needing some help with a counselor.
What do you think is like the biggest and smallest risks to teen substance use?
Teenagers are exposed to lots of different options, right? And that might be at a party. And when I say options, I mean a friend saying, hey, try this. There's a lot of stuff out there, right? Alcohol. You gotta be 21 to drink. Is alcohol available? Can it be? Unfortunately, yes, right? That does happen. That's a risk. Marijuana. The state of Michigan has passed a proposal, right? So I think marijuana will probably be easier to get next year. All of this stuff we're talking about can't be in the school building, but on the weekend, at night, are there risks after you get out of practice? Yeah. What I do want to tell you guys, we are here for help. And let's say you're at a party. Here's a big one. If you see somebody, and maybe you know this already, but if you see a friend that's passed out on the floor, can you call the cops? Yeah. Do you think everybody knows that? Or do you think some people will be scared? Okay. There is a law that you can call if somebody's sick or hurt, and then you can be exempt from getting in trouble because you want to help the person. Our students need to know that. Yeah, this job, I learn. I'm open to listening to students and what can we do to help you. There's a lot of stuff out there.
What is the biggest risk for high schoolers vaping?
I think we're all still learning, right? I think when I was in high school, that was never even a factor. Nobody was vaping in the 90s. Okay, now it's probably more common than smoking traditional cigarettes.